Hello everybody, I am Guardian Skulk. This is Guardian Skulk Gaming, and today we're going to go over how to get better legendaries and re-roll legendaries. So let's say you come across a scene like this. We've got some dead people on the ground, they've got legendaries on them. This seems to be where I mostly find them, is in pre-existing shootouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game. Haven't looted anything, everything is still on the ground. So we save our game. And then we're going to go ahead and loot. Take a look here, see what we got. So it shows that they've got like some movement speed on them. Just pick up everything because it doesn't let you really like target properly. And these ones have a legendary mod that increases crit damage by 30%. Okay, let's take a look at our haul. So these are boots. So we got kind of better damage, or better armor, but increased movement speed, and then the other ones are less armor, but increased movement speed and increased the 30% crit, which is a legendary mod. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to reload the game. So we're going to load. I'm sure many of you are familiar with doing this in other games, where you're just reloading, and every time you reload, things in the world regenerate themselves. Okay, give it a second for the world to load in. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and loot kind of everything. As you can see, these are different. Now it's reduced stamina and increased that crit damage. And these ones are just reduced stamina. So if you don't like them, you re-roll the game again, or you reload the game again. Takes a minute for the game to realize we're back into it. Now we just loot everything again. You can see they're different again, different mods on them. Different mods. Now, if you've chosen to go down the crafting tree, you eventually get to the point where when you break down gear, you get the mods back. So this can be incredibly powerful in terms of re-rolling until you get a legendary mod on it. And then even if you don't like the gear, you break it down, you get that legendary mod that you can then put on any piece of gear that you want. If you're not doing that, then you're just getting a piece of gear that has a legendary mod on it, and it can be a big damage boost. Now, I've tested this at vendors, as well as vendors you've already gone to. So let me show you that. Now, before we go to vendors, you can also do this for crafting. So here you see I got the pattern for a legendary shotgun. I've got the materials for it. It says that a lot of stuff is going to be random. So we save before doing it. We go in, we make our shotgun. We take a look at the rolls that we got. We decide, do I like this? Do I not like this? And we go from there. Same principle as before. We then reload to our save from before. Everybody reloads into the game and goes limp. So as you can see, even in the top right, the DPS is different on this one to start. So the DPS changes every time you click on it. And then the random rolls are when it's actually created. But here you go. We've got different stats on this. This one's bleed. The last one was poison. This one's got higher damage. I think it's got a little bit better crit damage. So you can kind of keep re-rolling these until you get one that comes out the way you want it to come out. Now, as I mentioned, you can also do this at vendors. Now, vendors work pretty much on the same principle. When you come to a vendor, you want to save before going into their stash or whatever you want to call it.
Let's see what you've got.
New buyer? Welcome, welcome.
Vendors take a little bit longer because you got to talk to them, blah, 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 blah. So you see here, we've got Carnage, Power Shotgun, crit damage. He's got a knife down here. He's got a pistol, what have you. We'll just focus mostly on the Carnage. Just make sure we're looking at the same weapon. Crit damage, shock damage, 1.87 head shot multiplier. Now, this is a vendor I've never gone to. I just picked a random vendor on the map. I've been ignoring vendors for the most part because I didn't want to spend my money on guns at this point since I'm still leveling up. But we're going to reload here. Talk to this dude again.
New buyer? Welcome, welcome.
And there we go. This time it's crit chance and bonus ricochet damage instead of the bonus crit damage. So you're going to have to kind of decide what stats you're looking for, and you may have to do a lot of rerolls. Now, I've also tried this on vendors that I've gone to before. So here's a vendor that I've gone to before. I was playing through the story. I've already been to this area. I've already talked to her. I took a look at what she had. So we go in, we take a look. Cool. Crit chance, crit damage, burn, headshot. Pretty standard stuff. So we go talk to them again. Clearly I should have saved closer. We go to our Sidewinder. It's got different stuff on it this time. So the same thing works for vendors you've already been to. So this should help you get the best legendaries possible in terms of their rolls. So before you pick up like an iconic weapon or you loot a corpse that's got like epics or legendaries on it, talking to your vendors, make sure you're saving so that you can reload if you don't like what they have. Sometimes you're like, oh, bonus ricochet chance. That's terrible when you could get 60% crit bonus instead. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscriptions mean the world to me, and I'll bring you guys more content as I find it. Have a great day.